My objective for education outreach for kindergarten through 12th grade students here at the Buck Institute is really primarily for us as employees to have an opportunity to give back to the community in which we work. We're going to talk about how we grow stem cells in a dish, the things that we deal with every day when we're working with these cells. So our mission statement here at the Buck Institute is to extend the healthy years of life, and that really has to start with the children in our community. You always get regeneration. So if we're going to do this great research and really make significant inroads into extending the healthy years of life, we need to make sure that future generations are excited about science and ready to pick up that torch and apply all of the things that we're learning here at the Buck. So what we're going to do first, we're going to do the easiest of the experiments. So with 5th grade students, if I can go in around Halloween and do glow-in-the-dark science and things that involve dry ice and slime and bones and graveyards of dead science ideas, and just get the kids excited about science, then their teachers, who are trained educators, have a much easier job teaching them some of the principles of science.
In our district, there's very little outside training in science. The emphasis, because of the standard testing, is on English language arts and math. So there's not a lot of opportunities for teachers to get additional training in science. And physical science especially is an area that most of them feel kind of weak and nervous about teaching. It's something they might not understand as well themselves. And Julie's programs are geared toward the physical science areas. When she does the dry ice and talks about sublimating, and I think a lot of the times our teachers are learning just as much new things as the students are from Julie's presentations.
I love walking through my lab in the summer because I have tons of undergrads and high school students, and it's swarming with people, and there's lots of excitement and energy, and you have people that ask naive questions, which I think is good because they come in and they have ideas you might not have thought of, and they're also great because you can have your postdoctoral fellows who are getting ready to start their own labs where they have to manage a lab. This is good practice for them because they get to mentor high school students or undergraduates working with them, so it's a training experience for your postdoctoral fellows at the same time.
So I was working in the Zhang lab, and they work on making different stem cell lines for transplantations, and I was trying to differentiate human neuronal stem cells into astrocytes for Parkinson's disease. I expected when I first came here that I'd mostly be learning about things and watching real scientists, but it turned out that I actually was going to be a real scientist, and I got to do hands-on research just all by myself, basically.
Being a summer scholar really opened my mind up to science. I've always liked science, but I never thought about doing it as a profession. I'm definitely looking into it. Grand plan, if all goes well, maybe working in a lab such as the Kennedy lab or another lab at the Buck or another place like the Buck. Hopefully doing cancer or Alzheimer's related research because both things are in my family.
The Bay Area Science Festival is a region-wide celebration of science, and the Buck Institute has a pivotal role in organizing and implementing all of the events that occur north of the Golden Gate Bridge. It's really fun for us because it allows us as an institute to really celebrate and showcase the science that we do in a hands-on way that the public can understand. My role at Discovery Day was to make liquid nitrogen ice cream, and I did make ice cream for 7 hours for about 4,000 people.
So as soon as I pour the nitrogen out, it's going to start boiling, and you'll hear it boiling.
And the boiling sucks all the heat out of the ingredients, which freezes it instantly. Do you hear it boiling? Feel how cold that is.
The biggest thing I see out of the kids is they come away with the idea of a scientist as a real person. Most of these children, they think of a scientist, they think of a black and white photo in a textbook. And they come away thinking, not only is a scientist somebody fun and personable and engaging, but it's somebody like them. And it's something that they could be. It's not just something lofty, it's something achievable, and it's something exciting and fun.
This is personal for me, and I grew up here, and I'm incredibly proud that this is here. And I want students to understand that this is part of their community. The other part is, I'm a mom. I'm a mom and a scientist, and to me, there's no greater reward than being able to take what I do, important biomedical research that the Buck is involved with, and bring it to students and children in a way not only that they understand it, but actually embrace it and get excited about it. Because I want to see my son thrive. I want to see his generation thrive. And science is a big vehicle for that. We want to extend the healthy years of life, and that's got to be possible through future generations.